With the 8-year anniversary quickly approaching over here on Dokkan Battle, I figured now would be a better time than ever to go ahead and rank one of the new mechanics that the 7-year anniversary brought into Dokkan Battle, and that is introduction animations. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the 5-9 mobile channel. My name is Vilify, and if you find yourself enjoying today's list, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here so you don't miss out on any of the Dokkan Battle content that we cover over here. Everything you can think of for Dokkan Battle, we do go ahead and cover it over on the 5-9 mobile channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the list. So before we get into the top 5, let's go ahead and get some honorable mentions out of the way. Coming up on the honorable mentions list, we have the introduction for the ROF boys, specifically Super Saiyan Blue Goku, right? Now, this animation could be much better, but unfortunately it is not. The quality with the ROF Blue Boys animations kind of dipped a little bit in my opinion. That celebration overall just kind of got a little bit of the short end of the stick in my opinion, but still a very nice looking introduction animation, and there's only so many of these that we can talk about. If you guys wanted to see a video where we talk about potential animations that we could be seeing in the future, I would definitely be down to do that, but that is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to rank the ones that we have. So coming in at our first honorable mention, we have the ROF Blue Boys. Coming in at our second honorable mention, this is going to be a combined one as they are very similar in style. This is going to be the introduction animations for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. When these introductions were teased with the new units, right, we kind of had a feeling what they would be. We just knew that it would kind of be like the 3D CGI kind of style that they did for Superhero. For Gamma 1, it would kind of be like him putting his fist together, and for Gamma 2, it would be the little gun spin. We kind of saw that coming, but, with the overall art style of Superhero, I think this looks really good in Dokkan, and I'm kind of looking forward to see what they do for Piccolo and obviously our boy Gohan, as we still have a lot of stuff from Superhero that has yet to be put in the game. We obviously have the Cell Max boss, but we don't have a Cell Max unit. We don't really have anything from Superhero aside from the Gammas, right? But there's just so much that they could do, and I'm really excited to see how they kind of carry that out in the future. So that is enough for the honorable mentions. Let's go ahead and get into our list. Coming in at our number 5 spot, we have the LR Tech Blue Boys, more specifically the Super Saiyan God Duo. This is a animation that I have been a huge fan of ever since it dropped. I'd say for kind of starting the overall introduction animation, kind of setting the bar high, I would say that this was a very good start. The warm-up little dance that Goku does, kind of get warm, like, his stretch or whatever, the little routine he does before he fights Broly is really good. Vegeta kind of putting the gloves on or whatever, getting ready to go, then both doing a little stare to the camera, then turning into Super Saiyan God. I'm a huge fan of that. That combined with the snow just kind of makes the atmosphere of this specific moment really good. And having this as an introduction animation, between the two 7-year anniversary units, I'd say it's not even close, right? Like, I prefer the Super Saiyan 4 form personally, and like that unit I prefer, but when we talk about the introduction animation, to me it's not even close which one is better, and without a doubt for me it comes in at number 5 with the Tech God Duo. Coming in at number 4, we have a newer JP Dokkan Fest, this being Dokkan Fest Tech Bardock. Now, this animation is really cool as it is kind of a callback to the, I want to say it's the Bardock special, where Bardock kind of goes into the future, not goes into the future, that's Xenoverse, but kind of looks into the future somehow and sees Goku on Namek, and then he kind of reaches out to him, right? And anything with Bardock in this specific moment of him seeing Goku, whether you think about other mediums like Xenoverse, where he goes back in the past due to, I think it's a wormhole, right, that sucks him into the past, then he fights Broly on Namek, and then goes like Super Saiyan 3 and Xenoverse 2. We just talk about all kinds of crazy stuff with Bardock. I am just a huge fan of kind of the look out and reach that he does towards his son. Obviously, this is the kind of non-canon version of it, as we do know in Dragon Ball Super Broly. It is done a little bit differently, where, we see him shipping him off on the pod and doing all that, and still trying to stop Frieza, but obviously he can't. But that's beside the point. This has nothing to do with Dragon Ball Super Broly. Z Bardock, more specifically, like, I think that's the episode of Bardock this is from. This is coming in at my number 4 spot. I am a big fan of this introduction animation, and without a doubt, it deserves a spot on the list. Coming in at number 3, I have Int Majin Vegeta. Now, Int Majin Vegeta is one of those interesting animations where this is kind of like one of the most important, impactful moments that people love to talk about when we talk about like the favorite moments in Dragon Ball Z, right? You think about Goku turning Super Saiyan, you think about Super Saiyan 3, you think about the Spirit Bombs, you think about the big Kamehamehas, and one of the other moments you talk about is Majin Vegeta's final explosion, right? When we saw that his 12 key, the LRAGL 12 key, got a revamped animation and it looked really good, the Atomic Blast, we kind of knew that this was next up on the list, that we would get a redo of the, the final explosion, right? Now, this was obviously not done as a super attack, but moreover as an active skill, which honestly isn't surprising, just kind of the way they do things, with one of those attacks being like a, for lack of a better term, a final trump card kind of attack, right? We always expect them to do those as active skills because, we see these like, we think about UI Goku Goku's punch, right, where he does the punch to Jiren, like, whoever hurts my friends will pay. That's an active skill. We think about the final explosion that Vegeta does in the Tournament of Power. That's an active skill. So you just kind of tie together those kind of big, like, I'm going to end this in one blow kind of attacks. It's usually an active skill, and then we do see that with Majin Vegeta. But this intro of him talking to Trunks, saying, like, you know, I haven't hugged you since you were a baby and all that, and kind of sternly having the moment of fatherhood kind of go away with a quick chop to the neck, but we're not going to talk about that, right? This was a significant kind of development break for Vegeta, where we kind of saw his character take a drastic turn, finally fighting for someone other than himself, as Piccolo said. And this, you know, just a moment like this is so important in the series that I think it definitely was done justice with the Saiyan Day intro animation, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it to our number 2 spot. Coming in at number 2, I have the boy Frieza's brother, more specifically Frieza no brother, if you want to go that term. The star of the Coup Rap, the first one, right? And that is our boy STR Final Form Cooler. This is the, you know, if you guys remember, I did a Cooler tier list back during the worldwide celebration where I said the word Cooler like 180 times or something like that. But the STR Final Form Cooler's introduction animation, he lifts up the ground, he causes stuff to explode, he's destroying everything, he's there, he means business, it's time to go. This is the Giga Chad of the Frieza family for sure. You think about the Wicked Bloodline category, you think of this STR Final Form Cooler as one of the best units next to the AGL Golden Frieza. This animation has the intimidation factor, it has the voice acting, it has everything that you're looking for when we're talking about a menacing movie boss like STR Final Form Cooler is. This is the, you know, one of the better animations in the game for introductions, but it doesn't quite take the cake for the number 1 spot, although I am a huge fan of this intro animation. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the feature LR that just came out over on the global Dokkan side of things, and that is Int Fusion Zamasu, Merge Zamasu, whatever you want to call him, right? This is definitely my favorite introduction animation within the game right now. You just talk about the aura that's coming off of him, the close-up on the face, the way everything looks. I am just such a fan of the way LR Merge Zamasu's aura is. Like, that is like the one thing that gets me every time when we talk about Merge Zamasu. That is like the one thing that I get, like the big halo in the back that he has, the aura that's like glowing white, and the combined with his the green colored skin and the dark outfit that he's wearing. It's just so perfect. I love the voice acting. You know, the moment itself, it's like, you know, rejoice or whatever and seeing me. This is the pinnacle of my power and all that. And I just think that, you know, when we talk about animations that just do a lot and kind of do itself, for lack of a better term, do it justice, right? I know he likes to talk about justice a lot. But this is definitely one of those ones that is up there. I am a huge fan of how this animation turned out. And without a doubt, it is my favorite introduction animation within Dokkan Battle right now. So that was my top 5 Dokkan intro animations list. This has been Vilify for the 5-9 mobile channel. Let me know what you guys think of my list down below. What would you change? Who would you add? Who would you take off? Did I miss anybody? Obviously, there are a decent bit of intro animations at this point in the game. If I want to talk about units that I didn't talk about here, I didn't talk about Golden Frieza. I didn't talk about Father Son Gallic Gun. But those units are still very good, and obviously those animations are decent, but just not enough room for a top 5 list. So let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy. And as I said in the beginning, subscribe to 5-9 Mobile so you don't miss out on any other Dokkan tier list that we do. Have a great day, everybody. I'm out.